Hello, everyone. I know it's been 5 days since I posted, and my last post, Uncomfortably Comfortable, I think that's what it was called, was a very transparent moment, a very emotional moment for me. And due to the encouragement and the well wishes and positive feedback I got from having just the courage to be transparent with you, so that you understand that although many people, out of lack of fear, not wanting to be seen as weak, or all these other things, they aren't in a maybe they're not in a position just to share the challenges that they have, building a business, working in tech, growing a community, whatever it is. And so I chose to take that moment. Again, it was me getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, just to show you that when we talk about tech is absolutely nothing and would not exist without the human aspect. And we forget that. We argue about language, we argue about framework, we argue about tools, we argue about all these things that in the grand scheme of things don't matter, because it's all about humans and how these tools and technologies that we're using, these innovations that we're coming up with, these things that we're doing. Somebody just almost hit my car. Affect people and impact their lives for better or worse, intentional or unintentional. And so it was very important for me to just be transparent and candid. And because so many people think that I get these comments, oh, you inspire me, you do this, and how do you do it? And they need to see that I'm who I am, because I push myself through my fears and face whatever I need to get to the other side. Because if I stand there on the side of fear, I'll never create the experience that I want to live. So I force myself to go through those experiences so that I can have the life that I want. And also, I don't want to be. You always hear the stories of some, the greatest dreams or ideas are in the nursing home or the grave or the cemetery, because people didn't act on their dreams and their passions. And I never want to have regret. I think that's a bigger fear for me than anything else. That's why I just push myself. I don't want to regret anything when it comes to how I live my life. This has nothing to do with mistakes or failures. That's a part of life. But I never want to look back and say, I wish I could have, I wish I did. Especially with the technologies and tools we have now, it makes it much easier for many of us, not for all of us, for many of us to live the lives that we dream. And this is also why inclusion and diversity are such important things, because it is democratizing the experience for many. And so after those 5 days, not even after the 5 days, the next day, after all the encouraging words and the support that I was getting, again, I always can't seem to see opportunities where other people see. I see the challenges, but I can always look beyond that and see the opportunities in it and make a choice. Do I want to be defeated, or do I want to be victorious? And again, outrage is reactive and strategy is proactive. If you know anything about me, I'm a strategist to my heart. So I have a surprise for you guys. I've been working on a project to further push the envelope, as I'm so good at doing, of the hashtag causeascene. And I'm excited about what I've come up with. I've just been really creative and energized over these last 5 days. So where other people would have been defeated by my message, them giving my message, it's just like, it's like a dynamite or ignition. when I get in that space, it ignites this thing in me. Like, I refuse to go down for this. I refuse to let this thing take me down. So how can I see the opportunity in this? And so what I have coming is, I'm very excited about it. And the people that I've shared it with are some people who are very close to me, and I trust their opinions, and they're very excited about it as well. And they see it as the next logical step in the causeascene. I don't know, you call it a campaign, movement, business. I don't know. I'm just not even naming it. I've just gotten to that point. I'm just going with the flow and just allowing things to happen. So I'm excited. I will tell you more later. So just stay tuned. I'll check in tomorrow. And depending on what happens today, I may have, I will have some positive news. It'll just be when I will launch this thing. If something comes in, if I receive something today that I'm expecting, then I will tell you about this surprise a little bit earlier than I planned. So that's how I know it's all in divine timing, and all is it's ripe, is because there's been nothing in these last 5 days that has stood in the way of this idea. This idea took birth, took form, and just came fully formed and just did what it did. And so again, I'm excited. And again, thank you sincerely. Thank you for those individuals who reached out to me to check on me, to make sure I was okay, and to say that, because this is what I get a lot. Keep going, keep going. Yet, a lot of people, it's easy for you to tell me to keep going, and yet you don't provide any real support in helping me to keep going. And the people who reached out and had conversations with, and I know that will support me, will amplify my voice, will shit to get off the pot. Will just, I know that they believe in the same things that I'm talking about. So, see you tomorrow. Just know that #causeascene is taking a major turn, and 2018 is going to be very interesting. And it's so funny, I'm just going to leave you with this caveat, because I kept saying causeascene in 2018, and it wasn't until one day I said causeascene, #causeascene in 2018. I was like, oh my God, that rhymes. It was so funny, because I just, me being so silly, that just was funny to me. It was like divine. So take care, have a wonderful day, because I intend to have a wonderful day as well. Goodbye.